So, for some of you folks out there, you may experience a lot of limitations on the art form, your creativity, your expression. And it may be just because of misunderstandings, or it could be discrimination. And it may not be the discrimination that you think, in terms of racism or sexism. It could just be that the art form that you're dealing with is just too alien to a lot of people out there, and they just don't understand it. They don't want to try and, absorb it in and look deeper. So therefore, it's a struggle for you to get your message across because people are just not taking it in. And it's not to say that everyone's like that, but there may be quite a few people that you come across, and it kind of, I don't know if it spreads in a way, but it gets more difficult because people are used to hearing music or watching films in a certain format that's presented to them, and it's easy for them to understand. But when music, films, and the news that we get, it's very much watered down in order for people to kind of get with it or connect with it in some way. So if you're trying to do something that is way ahead of its time, it may take a while for people to understand it or kind of connect with it in a way. And, it could be a piece of art, it could be drawing, it could be music. And it may take years for you to kind of get that connection from a lot of people. Some people, they get it straight away and there's no problem. But then there are others that are kind of like, they don't know where they stand with it. And that can be difficult for you because your expression at the end of the day, it's come from inside you. And obviously, when you share it, you hope to spark the same feeling. But you start to have doubts because it's not connecting the way you thought it would connect. I know I've experienced that, and it can be a bit saddening because you put a lot of effort and you try to make something customized to your own way, but people are kind of not really in it. So you just have to kind of keep on building and break through that barrier. Eventually, you'll be able to get through the limitations and the restrictions. Because sometimes, as well, people only want a certain type of artist at their venue or their festivals. And that's another annoying thing as well, because I've come across like art festivals, as they say they are art festivals, but then they want the art form in a particular way. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, for example, you're saying if they say they want all types of art, but then when you send them an email, they only want a particular type of art. So, say, for example, they only want singers, even though they didn't advertise that they just want singers. And this can be, yeah, very annoying because you think that people understand many art forms or art in general when people are just bringing new rules. And then this creates more restrictions in yourself because you feel like, oh, you've got to make your creation fit in with what's going on in the scene. And then you have to water it down and make it so condensed that it's not the same what it used to be. And I don't feel like people should have to really water down their expression in order to get the message across. If they feel comfortable with the way they're doing it, of course, yeah, bring it on. And it's not to say that you can't make changes if you want to, but you shouldn't have to water it down and put even more restrictions on what you want to do. I mean, I come across it all the time, man. Like, when it comes to all this red tape and stuff at venues, yeah, it's out there. But what you got to realize is there are going to be venues that want something unique, or they want something that stands out, or they want that variety. And that's the most important thing. So it may be a struggle for you to try and get your work out there in the beginning or find the right venues, but you just got to be patient and just keep it moving. So hopefully, with that being said, just keep on always focusing on different concepts or anything that, can improve what you want to do, but don't let people put the pressure on you to change. If you want to change, that's totally up to you. But stick with your creativity and just keep on pushing forward. F the beef, increase the peace. Point warrior, until next time.